I was introduced to music by Left Side, a friend of mine who was recording a track at the time, and he, I was at his home studio and just vibing with him and did a little melody, just and then he said, "Oh, I like that and whatever," and um, he convinced me that I should do my own song, and that's how I did Jamaican Boy, and everybody who was there was like, "Yo, this song bad," and then Captain Colin Hines was the first one who heard it and played it on the radio and kind of really gave me my first, debut. I'm from a family of artists. Both my parents are visual artists. Um, they met at art college out here in Jamaica, Edna Manley College. And we grew up in Bull Bay, St. Andrew, which is like a coastal town, kind of like, by the beach. So we were always like involved in creative activities, art, surfing when we were younger, stuff like that. Well, music and my art kind of go hand in hand because they both inspire each other and influence each other and kind of balance each other on a creative level. Um, it's just a part of my life, it's my day-to-day life. If I'm not singing, I'm doing art. And if I fall off in any of those areas, I just pick up the other one and it kind of quickly inspires me to do more work, So if I'm not really doing music, I can do some artwork and be inspired to do more music. If I'm not doing any art, I just listen to some music or I try to get into my music, and then that, encourages me to do more. I would say my style of music is eclectic. I still consider myself a very young artist because I think there's a lot of areas of music that I haven't explored as yet. But I like to mix things up, and I think like everybody else, I go through phases where I'm like into one type of music and then a next phase where I'm into another type of music. And it's the same with my music itself, because sometimes I want to do dancehall, sometimes I want to do reggae, sometimes I want to do something completely different. And I might not always release everything that I've done or been influenced to do, but it's still a part of my creative process. What you know about grow up on ganja tea? Not no Lipton, no Earl Grey, no Tetley. Not no Cersei, we talking sensei. Where you have to pluck off the stalk off of the tree. When I was little, my father gave me. He said, don't drink it fast, drink it slowly. Couple years later, we buck a kiki. Him say, what you doing round here, me little pick me say, see me medicine, and me a bonita. I got that reading from Rory from Stone Love. Me not conceit, me not too loud. I love the reading straight off the bat. But you don't know the it just kind of had an energy like a lot of the other songs that I've done that really stood out. And my manager, Great White, was the one who said, on this one you have to just be yourself, sing something about you, because I always tend to like sing about just random things that maybe don't relate to me exactly. And it was about a photograph that I'd found of my sister when she was young. She was probably about 7 or 8, and my father had given her some ganja tea, and in the photo she just looked really like, in a zone. And it was something that we always found cool because our parents are just really cool, and looking back at it is like, it's a part of our culture and something that we need to embrace more. So I just wrote about it because not many people experience that growing up, at such a young age. It's kind of taboo. So ganja tea, and that was it. I think the new ganja laws are great. It's a big step for us as Jamaicans because, especially in the Rasta community, a lot of people don't realize like the struggle that Rastas have had over the years, getting beaten for just one spliff, end up in jail, lose them life over just herb or just their culture, their, beliefs. So I think it's one small step. A lot more could be done and will be done, but it's a good move in the right direction. Oh gosh, there's so many women that I look up to in the industry. Locally, I always think of when I think about women that I look up to, but there's a lot of other women that I look up to internationally as well. We have so many legends here. Marcia Griffiths, Lady Saw, Sister Nancy, Lauren Hill, internationally speaking, Tracy Chapman, Roberta Flack, are some of my favorites. Sade, Nina Simone, just great women who stand for something and don't just sing a little. And I mean, versatility always is important to me, and all of those people I think have a lot of passion, and that inspires me too. If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. We are the day to solve the problem, make a better way. The only them we can depend on, so let us start with us today. You better try to help yourself, Jah provide for all way. Well, I got them fi do this and I got them fi do that. Youths nowadays who no feel low for that. Stop grudge your brother for the food in a pot. Better you thank Jaja for the life where you got. You cannot blame another for your discomfort. No for say them real and we find out say them not. Things where them a do them goodly pick up two shots. Your time for rise so you can't watch that.